And welcome back to the Man Up channel. I am your host, Bob Buckland, and with me today we have special guest Brittany Font.
Hi.
And returning guest Beth Buckland.
Hi.
And we're back after a short break. Glad to be back. And today we are going to be talking about Halloween in the state of Ohio. As of a couple of weeks ago, we had Governor DeWine finally do something right and give us the A-OK to return to Halloween with some guidelines.
Just guidelines, thankfully, not actual rules. And he left it up to the local departments to decide what you're going to do. But highly encourage you to do trunk-or-treating. Previously, whenever he's put out guidelines, everyone's taken it as rules and have used it as rules. So, still a little concerned. Some people might go to the extreme. And I'm hoping we don't have that around here. We're pretty rural. Don't have a lot of people.
We don't have a lot of little kids anymore in our area.
Yeah.
So... I'm interested to see what happens.
Yeah, I'm like we have trunk or treat at our church coming up, and usually there's just a mess of people, and because it's a big outreach opportunity, so we have people all in the parking lot. But then when you get to go inside and have like hot dogs and popcorn and slushies, but I'm like, you can't social distance inside, or they're gonna have to like limit the amount of people inside, or they're not gonna be able to do anything. I'm curious to see how they might change it, because there aren't actually rules, just guidelines. But the local health departments could decide to shut you down, is what he said. And the local health departments have gone ahead and done that when it's just guidelines.
Well, luckily for us, it's Halloween is the perfect COVID-19 holiday. We are all outside. We are all wearing masks. What could possibly go wrong here?
We're not drinking.
Well, some of us are. But as long as that nice family down the road keeps giving out the full-size candy bars, I am happy.
Yeah, oh man, we all love those. We
like,
love that, people.
Change your costume. Get another.
Yeah.
Might have done that. But anyway, some of these guidelines, we'll have these posted on the webpage. But as you can see, there's strong recommendations. Most of it comes down to as long as you social distance. If you have problems, wear a mask. If you can do it virtually and online and not have to be in person, great. But
that's not really trick-or-treating if you do it that way.
Oh, we're like 6 months into COVID? I forget the exact count.
Yeah, it's been 6 months since 2 weeks to flatten the curve.
I think we're at the point to where they are running out of excuses why we have to stay inside. Especially for a little kid holiday where they get candy.
Wear masks and dress
the last
up.
Thing we need.
For the most part, you wear a mask anyways. But honest, it's a Halloween mask. Yeah. But the
mask is only there to stop the spit, anyways, right?
We've
all determined that everything else involved with COVID is just a gigantic lie, but it's just a slow things down, right? Slow things down. Stop the spit. That should be a slogan. Stop the spit. I would wear that on a mask.
Stop the spit. Stop the snot.
Cold at Halloween here in Ohio.
Typically,
everyone's going to be bundled up anyway. So no one's going to be touching the candy. Everyone's going to be wearing gloves. So if you're worried about surface contact?
I was going to say, I think for
everyone's
the last...
going to be in PPE.
Wasn't at least the last 3 Halloweens, it was cold. I know we had everybody bundled up.
Cold and raining. Just
to let everybody know out there, between our 2 families, we have 9 children. 3 families, sorry. We have 9 children all together. So, yeah, when I say we bundled up our children, I mean that.
Well, and that's why Halloween's going back on, because that would be 9 very mad children with a large amount of eggs going around destroying the city.
Yeah, our kids,
them.
Yeah, let's...
Halloween lives matter.
Our kids would be very unhappy. They love Halloween. They love dressing up.
Every year, that's all we talk about all year long. What are you going to be for Halloween? I'm starting to plan my Halloween costume. I have to order a wig off of online for the kids. They've already, we have to hit up thrift stores for their costumes. They plan these out every year. Halloween stores open in the mall. They're like, we want to go look and check out everything.
That's my favorite place to go.
I'm excited for Halloween. I'm working on bleaching my hair and damaging it because I'm excited for my Halloween costume.
Your Halloween costume's awesome.
A lot of our Halloween costumes have been awesome. Granted, it's probably because...
we're cosplayers, too.
Oh, my gosh. Our kids have a huge standard with their Halloween costumes just from cosplay.
Yeah, the cheap Walmart costumes just don't
They
do
don't
anymore.
work.
No, we make a lot of our Halloween costumes. So.
Well, except for David. He said he's going to be a cute but deadly unicorn again last year. Or this year.
This
from
year
last
again?
year.
I don't care. That's adorable.
Would that still be a brony? Are we still calling it a brony?
I don't know. It's a unicorn.
I don't know. We're going to call it a brony.
Okay.
Bronies sound cooler.
A brony is someone who's a boy who's a fan of My Little Pony.
I know, but him going around saying I'm a unicorn is just not as cool as saying brony.
He's a cute but deadly unicorn.
So it's going to be a knife instead of, well, not a real knife, but instead of a horn. Because that would be funny. There's a shirt actually like that.
I actually made him a shirt for Christmas that said cute but deadly with a unicorn on it. I have to pull it out and find it. Because he loved it.
You know what? That's pretty cool.
And if you look online, the only ones you could find were for girls. Why can't boys dress up in cute but deadly unicorn shirts? But if it was for a boy, you better have a girl version as well. That's a whole other topic.
Well, not really, because now we're actually going into another. So that actually kind of leads right into.
That was a great segue.
Yeah, that was a nice
accidental
segue, that
but
you
a
just
great
like.
segue.
Yeah, that was like
You need to have me on more
perfect
often.
for a setup for the next thing that we're doing. So set us up for the next thing.
Well, leading right into it is we're also going to be talking about something that really kind of irked me. It started happening probably 2 years ago with the cultural appropriation for Halloween, where if you're a little white girl and you want to dress up as Moana, which this example has been brought to you by South Park, which, God, I love South Park. That was a great episode. But yes, if you're a little white girl and you want to dress up as Moana, well, then we're going to throw eggs at you because that is bad and you are bad and you should be something white.
Which
What?
is frustrating. It's Halloween. The point of Halloween is to dress up as something you're not.
Yeah, whoever your favorite character is.
Or if it is another culture.
Or whatever.
Because I like this culture.
Yeah, or whatever. I mean, I thought that was... Well, I mean, that's not the original reason of Halloween, but yeah.
Yeah, it's just the original reason of Halloween is to scare off the spirits of the dead. If you're dressed up as a monster, they can't tell it's you.
Yeah. I found this interesting, though, that it says it's cultural appropriation. It says, simply put, is when someone adopts something from a culture that is not his or her own. Like a hairstyle, a piece of clothing, a manner of speaking, even a type of exercise. Do you guys want to know? Brittany's
Yoga.
looking right at me. Yoga.
I love
Yoga is cultural appropriation.
Oh my gosh, this is so
How
stupid.
many people do that? Okay, wait, that's a whole nother subject. But that's
No,
what
let's keep going.
that's what I'm trying to get at. Is like we all do yoga. We all do some type of a yoga.
It is a fantastic form of exercise. I've been having back issues, and my doctor said you need to stretch, and yoga has all the stretches in that I need for helping my back and my leg issues. And when I don't do it, I'm hurting.
But you know what?
It's a form of exercise.
Yeah. And we all accept this. We all accept yoga.
Mm-hmm.
So how is that different from like, oh, our little girls want to dress up as Moana, or
It's like we know
Anything
it's not
like
our
that.
culture that we were born into. We know that they're excited to be a part of something else. It's like they're not trying to take it as their own. Like, I don't think yoga is mine. I know it's from, I can't remember. My yoga teacher taught me, like, it wasn't actually part of the Buddhist religion. They just adopted it into, it had been around before that as a form of exercise, but with the meditation and the still, slow movements, they adopted it into, I believe is the Buddhist religion, because it just worked with them.
yeah.
Or the Hindu religion, one of them. Sounding really bad. I should probably look it up. The internet's wonky down here. You need better internet, Bob.
Thanks for bringing that up.
You're welcome.
Yes, as we do have an
Oh my
article
gosh.
that we're going to be referencing here. The lead on it, his name is Neil Lester. He's the Arizona State University Project Humanities Director. And after reading this, it's we'll have the link in the descriptions below. But what I thought was interesting, he pretty much came down and said that if you want to dress up as a Disney character, by all means, go ahead. Paraphrasing, of course. But where you draw the line is where you have to start darkening your skin, as he pretty much said that was a no-no, which I think we can all agree to that. But if you want to dress up as the Black Panther and just wear the Black Panther outfit, you know what? Go ahead.
Especially if we're just talking about little kids. I don't see how that's a problem. Now, to be fair, since we are cosplayers, we do get a little bit more into our costumes than what we probably should. I mean, like, when we pick a character, obviously I pick a character that I most relate to. So like, the most that I've done Harley Quinn, which I relate to her. I can paint my face. I can be Harley Quinn. The next one I want to be is from Seven Deadly Sins. I want to be Elizabeth. Again, I'm a skinny white girl with blonde hair. But I mean, I've seen people cosplay as somebody that's not them.
Or even a different gender.
Yeah, or but even a different gender. But I mean, that's part of our cosplaying. They get to experience and do something that's different. So I don't see how, like, I know, like, they're saying, like, oh, painting your face is bad. But when we're cosplaying, essentially we're doing that. So how, again, is that bad?
I would have to disagree a little bit with that cosplaying one, but I mean, I know where you're getting from, because we have been to many conventions where we've seen like a person of color dressing up as Goku, which is essentially a white guy.
Yeah.
We see that a lot. We see a lot of people that don't care what skin color you are. They don't care what your body weight is. They don't care. They just want to see a cool outfit and nerd out with you. And
yeah.
By God, if the world wouldn't be better, we were just all in one giant convention.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we all go in there and we're like, oh my gosh, did you see that chick? She looked awesome. Or see that guy, he had an awesome costume. And it's not even the right culture, the right body frame, anything like that. But if they wear it appropriately and make it look awesome, we're super excited about it.
Yeah, I would take a picture with the guy that bought the $50 Iron Man costume from Walmart, and I would still take the picture from the guy that spent $500 and made their own Iron Man outfit. It's like, you know what?
Which we've seen both.
I just want to go there and be friends with everyone, because we're all nerds.
Well, I think the difference there is that at cosplay, you're dressing up as a fake character, and I think they're talking more about real living, breathing cultures. But it's like, lost my train of thought. Okay, so no,
it happens a lot on the show.
In a group I'm in, for a fan group for author page, someone had posted their bookcase where their library, and up they had a dream catcher hanging up, and someone's like, that's cultural appropriation for you to have that hanging up there. It's like, why? It's a dream catcher. Yes, we know it's from Native American history and culture. We're not trying to claim it as ours. We just thought we liked the dream catcher, and so she hung it up.
Yeah.
What?
That I feel like is, I don't know. That part I feel like we're essentially trying to honor them.
Yeah.
I mean, in my
mind,
think it's
mine.
Right.
I know it's from there, and I understand the meaning behind it, and I happen to like it, so I'm gonna hang it up. How is this cultural appropriation?
Well, there was an article, I forget which actress it was, but the cancel culture went after her hard because she was seen wearing a kimono. It's like, she wasn't trying to be, I don't know, Chinese, Japanese. I don't know. I don't follow that. But
that's where we need Amber.
I think it's Japanese.
She was just wearing a kimono. Who cares?
We have a girlfriend who loves hers.
It's, you like it, you're comfortable in it. Let you be you.
And that's all about living your best life. You be
right.
you, and not being conformed to who you were supposedly born as. So if it's okay to change your gender, why can't you then change your culture? I'm transcultural? Transracial? I don't know. Like, how is that any different? Of like, if you're saying, well, if you're not biologically this culture, this race, this ethnicity, you can't dress up as it. Well, how is that any different from
any living day. I mean, think about it. We're in the U.S. I mean, where did all of our grandparents come from? I'm mainly German and French. You're
German and Italian. I thought it was
Italian.
really Italian, but then I did the ancestry DNA. I got a heck of a lot of German in me. And it traced back my ancestry to the 1700s coming over from Germany.
right.
So
like, that's what I'm saying. Like, if we're all a mix of... Bob doesn't know what he is, guys, so we're not even going to ask Bob.
ancestry DNA. Do it. It's awesome.
We'll just go out there right now and just claim I'm a mutt.
Yeah,
that's what I've been told.
That's
my
all he
entire life.
says. But I mean, if we all go by that, I mean, pretty much we have people coming in from all over, and they put their cultures into everything. And I think we all pick in pieces of here and there. Like, I read this article too. It says this guy says that even when we use our coffee makers, that is also, coffee is also part of this culture.
So is hot chocolate and popcorn then, because we're studying South American cultures next week with my kids, and our activities are to drink hot chocolate and popcorn from, it was the Aztecs with the popcorn, and I believe the Mayans with the hot chocolate. Don't quote me on that, but it was from South America, or Central and South America. They are the ones who gave us hot chocolate and popcorn. So if they really want to go with the whole... you can only be whatever culture you are. Well, guess what? According to my ancestry, I got some West African in me as well. So I can go ahead and dress up in that stuff, and someone's yell at me, that's cultural appropriation. Well, no, it's not. It's in my DNA. So...
Now what? I think, is this mainly because they don't want you to go overboard?
I think it's because for so long everything was whitewashed, and it really was. Like, someone posted pictures of like textbooks, and you're looking at people from other countries and they looked white.
Yeah, I get that. But I mean, for Halloween, like, this is our one time.
Like, if our daughter wanted to dress up as Tiana.
Oh yeah, I'd be like, here you go, here's the green dress, here's the... I'm not gonna paint her black.
Right.
I get it, but I'm still gonna be like, here's your green dress, here's your... We've actually talked about ranking Amber Tiana. Which, Amber is another white girl.
She can't be Tiana then.
But we have already dressed her up as Moana's, is it Tafiti? Or...
I've green, barely seen the movie.
The green... Well, she was the lava monster, and then she turned into the green...
her. Okay.
Goddess, whatever.
Yeah.
Tafiti.
Is it Tafiti?
Yeah.
Our kids are not young anymore. We do not have to sit through the Disney movies with them.
You don't have
unlike
to, but
Frozen, which we can all probably quote.
Maybe somebody already did. Yeah, and in that case, we actually did paint her green.
But that's okay to paint her green.
Mm-hmm. We painted her green. And like Ursula, we painted her purple. And to be,
so as long as you're bringing a fake character that's not
it's
skin
okay.
color, you can dress up.
I mean, I don't know. I don't
know.
think
There's
I would
just so many
paint
pitfalls
black,
of
though.
like everything you can or can't do that you're gonna run into, possibly hurting someone and pissing them off. And you're like, but I didn't mean to. But they're like, whatever. So, like, I had someone who posted is from an article from the State News column. It's appreciation versus appropriation during Halloween. And it has a list of questions of deciding whether or not you can wear your costume. Is your costume racially, ethnically, or culturally based? If yes, change. You're appropriating. So I can't dress up as Aladdin according to this if I wanted to, or Jasmine. Do you belong to that group of people? If the answer is no, change. You're appropriating. Is your costume funny or sexy? If your costume is funny or sexy, but is also racially, ethnically, or culturally based, change. You are appropriating.
So pretty much we're not allowed to dress up like anything.
Would you wear that costume around that group of people? No, change. So those are the questions you should ask when you're going to be wearing the costume. Well, I'm going as a witch. Am I a witch? No. But apparently I should not be going as a witch.
As long as it's a sexy witch, we are all okay with it.
She is a man-killing, blood-sucking, iron-tipped nail witch who rides a wyvern. Not a dragon.
Is sexy, because, I mean, you described like most females here. Your silence says yes, so we all agree. Go ahead and dress up like that.
Oh my god.
And as we go up into closing, I think that we just need to all get over ourselves. Just live your life the way you want to.
And look at your heart. I think instead of asking yourself those questions, look at your heart. Like, are you doing this because you're wanting to make fun of someone or something? Or you really like that culture?
That character.
You think it's cool to be a geisha, so you want to dress up as a geisha. Then cool, dress up as a geisha.
Yeah.
People need to just chill.
You know what? I agree with your statement earlier. Just the world needs to be one giant convention center. Or convention, I guess. Not center. Because, man, you get people from all over the world dressed as who knows what sometimes.
And no one cares.
Nobody cares. And guess what? You can go up to people that you've never met in your life before and have a full conversation like they're your best friend. We've been doing this now for years, and we look forward to it every time. I think the world needs to be more chilled.
And with saying that, this is the Man Up channel. Like, comment, subscribe. And remember, let's all just be nerds together. Catch you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Let's all be nerds, y'all.